So Wire Productions dropped this press release, a statement on their game yesterday, yesterday evening, I think, and it is gaining a lot of traction now. So we was talking about it on Discord with a couple friends and stuff, and Sony's censoring it. They're censoring it. There's a whole lot to just think about when it comes to what Sony's doing with censorship and stuff like that, because they're the market leader at the time. So what they say goes on their platform. And definitely for indie developers, they have to follow them guidelines. And there's a lot of people on Twitter pissed about this. There's people defending Sony like, oh no, the scenes are egregious. They need to take them out. Save the kids. But they say themselves their game is meant for a mature audience. It's M-rated for a reason. But Sony still flagged it and took it down. And this is not the first time Sony have done this. Sony did this when Doki Doki came to console, which Doki Doki is it's a fucking it's like an anime like dating sim like horror game thing. Like there's nothing that could possibly be harmful in it, but there's scenes in there they cut the blood out, they turn the blood black, it's not red, and just small censorship things. It's like, really, Sony? Like, you have plenty of games with blood in them, but for indie games, oh, you can't have blood in your game. And a lot of people are pulling that card for Sony right now. And I mean, they don't want to make the rules for their platform. And Sony's definitely been cracking down on indie games for the whole PlayStation 4 generation. There's so many Japanese games that came to PlayStation that they fucking censored character models and the way they were dressed. Oh, it's crazy out there. There was one game where legit it was so funny because when I seen it, because it's like Sony's a Japanese company, bro, but they were censoring Japanese games because one of the girls' thighs were too thick. I don't remember the name of the game. I know she had like some jean shorts on. I think it was a JRPG. Um, Damn, I wish I remember the name of the game because I seen it on PC. I wanted to play it, but legit, her thighs were too thick, and the game came out on Nintendo Switch. Thickness and all, she's still there, but on the Sony version, they slimmed her down so they could put her on PlayStation, and it was like, why? Like, what was that changing? Why change the character model? But that's what Sony wanted, and if you want to sell your games on Sony's platform, that's what you have to do. But this doesn't apply to third parties that are bigger though. And a lot of people online is talking about that because Sony's first party can do whatever the fuck they want on Sony's platform because Sony's getting paid for it. So everything that happened in The Last of Us, everything that happened in The Last of Us 2, everything that happened in Ghost of Tsushima, all that crazy shit is just going on. Talking about blood, guts, beating, murder. It's good. It's good. Big AAA fighting games like Mortal Kombat, all that fatalities and shit, none of that censored. People getting their heads cut off, face ripped off, chest opened up, guts every fucking where. That's fine. That's fine. And then it comes to indie games, and the guidelines are definitely stricter. Maybe because Sony knows y'all need my platform to grow a name. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, Sony definitely has that complex because they had a hard time with indie developers the whole PlayStation 4 generation for that exact reason. They wanted indie devs to work harder to publish on PlayStation because they were just PlayStation. But indie developers went through that shit to publish on PlayStation 2. So it didn't show Sony wrong. It's like, hey, y'all want to be on my platform? Follow my rules. And that's exactly what this is right here. And they're still they're delaying the physical release of the game for PlayStation, I think, because the digital versions of the game is still coming out, they said. But the physical releases will be delayed because they gotta go back and reprint all that stuff. And like, how much money is that gonna cost them in the long run? Like, how much is it gonna cost them to go reprint disc for the PlayStation versions of the game if they already have the discs loaded with data and ready to go out? We don't know. And this is just an indie team. They don't have the money to production to just go change some shit like that last minute. And there's a lot of people who are defending it, and some of them have a point, but it's still like, how does one person get to make that decision? We don't really know. It's kind of inconclusive. is this right or not? Because Sony's been doing it for a while. Like that's what they do on their platform. Microsoft did it a couple times, but it hasn't been with like indie scenes and stuff. Cause like y'all seen Outlast 2. Those horror games are fucking crazy. I don't know if they're censored on PlayStation because I never played them on PlayStation. I played them on Xbox. Them bitches kind of nasty. I can't get through the fucking game. But it's just because I can't play fucking horror games. People that love to play horror games, they've been through the game many a fucking times, having a great old time with it. Outlast 2 was another one of those things. I think they had to censor a scene on PlayStation, maybe? Or they had to censor a scene for everybody? I don't remember. The Last of Us 2, not Last of Us 2, Outlast 2 situation, because I know it was some shit that went on in that game. I never got to see for myself because I never made it fucking through. But I heard it was some wild shit that go on in there. But in this game, there was like Sony defenders, their O line, like, oh, the scene that they took out is so crazy and egregious and gruesome that they need to censor that type of stuff. Like, bitch, how the fuck do you think it's fucking censorship worthy? But I want to see that shit, nigga. Like, I want to see the shit. And the scene is all over Twitter, so you can just legit look up this right here. Probably scroll through the comments, and there's going to be a defender that shows the scene. Like, this is the scene that they're taking out. We got to save the children. And it's like, to everybody, the scene is going to be different. There's people that see the scene. They're like, oh, fuck. Like, damn. And the people that see the scene, it's like, all right. I was one of those people that was like, damn, folks, they really put that in the game. But, but there's been other versions of that thing happening, just not the way that they implemented it in their game. I don't know if I can show the scene on YouTube. I'm not fucking sure, because YouTube is kind of iffy about that shit too. Because you can show fucking The Witcher 3 bitches butt naked, all kind of other shit, and everything's fine. But if you walk on camera naked, like, your ass is getting shut down. So it's always a double-edged sword with censorship. It's always a gray area somewhere. They're like, oh, this complies and it doesn't. So you can't really defend or accept this, because it's always like, but how does this it we don't know the complete rule set. We don't even know what's really getting taken out. The scene that they're sharing on Twitter might still be in the fucking game. We don't know, because they didn't really tell what was taken out, because they don't want to, like, ruin their own game for their fans. And this is a small company. Like, a lot of people don't even know about them. I definitely didn't know about them. We were just talking about it because I'm going live tomorrow, Gaming News Weekly Live. Hope y'all be there to watch it. But yeah, I just wanted to put this up. I was gonna do this just tomorrow, just like, talk about it tomorrow live on the TV. But I just wanted to talk about it because, when is Sony gonna stop? When Microsoft did this, it was with Conan, and everybody remember that Conan thing, because Conan was a big thing on PC, and Microsoft loved to get PC ports of games, so they wanted Conan to come to their platform. But then they looked at Conan, like, damn, this game is real good and all, because the survival genre was booming. Talking about Ark was coming, Conan was going, freaking seven Days to Die. Is that the name of the game? I don't fucking know. There's so many survival horror games out now. It's crazy. But Conan was a big one, and legit, when you started the game, you were butt naked, male or female, butt naked, physics and all. It was legit like, this is you in the wilderness, no clothes, bro. Go find a way to live. And Microsoft was like, that's a great idea and all, but can we put clothes on them so we can sell this fucking game? And they were like, really, nigga? Like, you gonna take all our hard work, all our jiggle physics, all our fucking, bro, all the coding that they put into that shit, and you want us to take it away, so sell it on your platform? And they did. They end up, censoring their own fucking game to put it on Xbox, just to get to a broader audience. And Conan is in Game Pass still, I think. But yeah, that was one of those things. I'm like, can you put a toggle in? I want to see the physics. You can always go get it on PC, and that's the reason I bought a PC. So if I want to play some adult games, I'm gonna get them bitches on PC and play them how they were built to be played. Console has a convenience factor, but you have to remember that 90% of the console base is full of young kids. The parents just buy them a fucking console to get their ass to shut the fuck up and let them play games. It's a distraction for their family. And all the hardcore gamers are like, why the fuck is censorship a thing? It's because kids can accidentally take their mom's, accidentally, but accidentally take their mom's credit card, go buy a fucking M-rated game and play that bitch all the way through. And what it do to a young mind, you don't fucking know. So they be trying to avoid these situations at all costs. But they should definitely be more stricter on the customers, not the fucking player base. Like the people buying the games should be able to what do I want to say? Dictate what the fuck they get to see. But as a platform holder, they have to be wary of like what a parent can come out and be like, yeah, I got this on your platform. We need to sue y'all for that because my kid's seen it, and this is a fine line they have to walk, which is still another thing, and it's so crazy when it comes to all this. And this is just another example of it. So like, if you want to see the real game, play it on PC. I mean, it was a mini game too. I guess that does come into a factor because there's a lot of things that happen in cutscenes and stuff. Those things are skippable. They're watchable. But the scene that they showed on Twitter, one of them anyway, it was a quick time event. It wasn't a quick time event. It was legit a mini game, and I mean, it looked cool. It it didn't look bad. So let me know if y'all seen the scene that I'm talking about. I don't want to fucking ruin it if y'all want to actually buy the game and play the game. I'm not a horror game person. I love to partake in watching horror games. People play them, people that's good at them. But me playing them for myself, I get a sense of what do you call it? Unsettlement that I can't beat. And I swear it's not like I'm scared of the game. It's just I'm scared of not being able to be me in the game. And that's kind of the thing that comes with it. But yeah, I'm gonna just end it right here. So thank y'all for watching, like, subscribe if you're new. Let's have a conversation about this in the comments. If y'all have anything to say about this, let me know down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video.